Good afternoon, everyone. John Goodwin at Upper Cumberland Apiary. It's a beautiful day in East Tennessee, so why not get back into a beehive today? We're going to be working on one of our nucleus colonies. This is one of the splits that we made back at the end of July, where they've outgrown their nuke. They've outgrown the 5-frame box that we have them in, so we're going to be transferring them over today into a larger home, which is a 10-frame deep box. And I'm going to do my best to take you along with us as we make this transfer into the new hive. Okay, so here's the 5-frame nucleus box that I was talking about. This was the split we made, one of the splits we made back at the end of July. There are 5 frames in this box, and it is packed full of bees. Queen is doing a great job laying eggs. They are expanding, so we're going to be moving them out of here today and over into this 10-frame deep box. So they'll have more space as they continue to go through the fall flow. They'll be able to expand a little bit, and then just have a little more room as they overwinter in this 10-frame deep box. Should be ready to rock and roll come early next year, February, March, as they start to build up for the spring nectar flow. So one more thing inside this box, we've got, we'll be adding 5 frames obviously from the nucleus box, but we've got 5 other additional frames in there to fill the box out. We've got a frame of drawn comb right here, a frame of drawn comb right here, and then we're adding in 3 more foundation, just foundation frames, plastic foundation. They're wax coated to fill the 10 frames out. Okay, so we popped the lid in here. As you can see, 5 frames with bees all over the top there, and we'll get ready to start taking these out, gently inspecting them as we go through, and then moving them over into our 10-frame deep box. We always try our best, as all beekeepers do. You try your best not to kill any bees. Inevitably it's going to happen, but this is where your smoke comes in handy. As you blow a little bit of smoke on them, you see they start to move down off the top bars. Right here where I'll be putting my hive tool to pry these frames up, and that helps move them on out of the way. Now you see we've cleared them all off there. Okay, so here is our first frame out of the nuke, and I don't know how well it's going to show up, but this is a frame of brood and pollen stores over here. You see that orange inside the hive, inside those cells. I mean, that's all pollen that they've been collecting this here in end of August and now into September. That's going to be their fall protein that they'll have in the hive. And that's going to help carry them through as they feed this larva that they'll have to overwinter. These bees that will be coming out here in the next few weeks are going to be the overwinter bees, the ones that go all the way through the winter with them and help them come out into spring nice and strong. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but we've got a good frame. For this time of year, this is a good frame of brood on this frame right here. A lot of bees. So we're going to take this now and move it over into our box here, and get a better handle on that. We've got a better handle on it now, and we'll be moving it into this box, into our new box right here. First frame in, and as I inspect these, I may shift those around a little bit once we get them into the box, based on what I see on each of these frames. Okay, so these next slides are of frames 2 and 3. We had the video of frame 1, and I'll pick the live video back up when we get to frame 4.
That's where the queen's at, and I've got some good video of her depositing eggs in the cells. But as you can see, these frames are covered with bees. It gets a little tricky when you're holding the camera and trying to film at the same time, so we'll pick it back up with frame 4.
Okay, so here is our 4th frame we've taken out. I do not recommend you ever trying to video, especially this frame, when you're in the bee yard by yourself, but this is the frame that's got the most important bee on it, and that's the queen bee. She's right there walking around. I say she's the most important, but really all these workers that do all the work, they're really extraordinarily important as well. So, but we're getting ready to move this frame in, and we'll put it in the middle where she'll be at the center of everything. So. Almost a completely full frame of capped brood. There she is laying, depositing an egg right now into that cell. There you go. As she pulls out there, she's just deposited the cell, or just deposited the egg in the cell, and she's on looking for another one. There you go. Depositing another egg. Does this all day long. That's what you want to see, for sure. So we've got all the frames moved over into the deep body box. You still see we've got a lot of bees still in here. We'll be shaking them into the box here in just a minute. But everything transferred well, everything's looking good. We've got everything pretty much put back in place. All the frames moved into the 10 frame deep, and I rebuilt the pad that we had the hive on so that it would be in the exact same location, and we moved it on over. You still see some bees climbing in off of this bottom board here and into the hive. You'll notice some of the bees that have got their tail end sticking up in the air with their back to the with their front facing the hive, their back facing away from the hive. The honeybees have a gland called the Nasonov gland. Anytime they need to communicate, anytime they need to try to direct traffic back into the hive, you'll see them doing that. They'll stick their tails up in the air. That gland will come out and they'll emit a pheromone that tells the other bees, hey, this way, come on back. So it's another way that they communicate. And as you can see, all the bees are pretty much moving back in. So this was a successful little job today. We got the 5 frame nuke moved over into this larger hive body, and we'll call that a win. And no stings either, so yay me. Again, thank you all for watching. We appreciate you following us on Instagram and following our Facebook page, Upper Cumberland Apiary. Appreciate you watching our videos.